Hello friends, welcome back. This is Himanshu Verma. In previous lecture, we learned about vector addition and vector subtraction. Now question arises, can we multiply two vectors? So its answer is yes. We can multiply two vectors, but condition is those two vectors should be in same line or perpendicular to each other. कहने का मतलब यह है कि हम दो वेक्टर को मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं, बट कंडीशन यह है कि या तो वो दो वेक्टर सेम लाइन में होने चाहिए, मीन्स उनकी सेम डायरेक्शन होनी चाहिए, या उन दोनों वेक्टर के बीच में 90 डिग्री का एंगल होना चाहिए. सपोज दीज आर टू वेक्टर्स a एंड वेक्टर b and angle between them is theta, and now we want to multiply vector a and vector b. But as we know, for multiplication vector should be in same direction or should be perpendicular to each other. But in this case vector a is in this direction and vector b is in this direction, so neither they are in same line nor perpendicular to each other. So how we will multiply them? So its answer is, we will take effect of this vector b in the direction of a and in the direction perpendicular to a. Because this angle is theta, that's why magnitude wise effect of vector b in the direction of a would be b cos of theta, and effect of vector b in the direction perpendicular to a would be b sin of theta. Here I just took components of vector b in the direction of a and perpendicular to a. Because this angle was theta, that's why this component value is b cos of theta and this component value is b sin of theta. Now we take first case where we can multiply two vectors if they have same direction. That multiplication is known as dot product of two vectors, and it is written as vector a dot vector b. Vector a dot vector b means multiplication of vector a and component of b in the direction of a, and component of b in the direction of a is b cos of theta. So a dot b would be equal to magnitude of a, that is a, into component of b in the direction of a, that is b cos of theta. So it is equal to a b cos of theta. So vector a dot vector b can be expressed as magnitude of vector a into magnitude of vector b into cosine of angle between them. Now suppose we want to find b dot a, means earlier we found a dot b, but now we want to find b dot a. B dot a means this is vector b and this is vector a. So now we will try to make both vectors in the direction of b. B is already in this direction, and now we take component of a in the direction of b. Because this angle is theta, so this component would be a cos of theta. And if we take dot product, that is b dot a, so it would be magnitude of b, that is b, and magnitude of component of a in the direction of b, and that is a cos of theta. So finally b into a cos of theta is again equal to a b cos of theta. So here we observe that a dot b is equal to b dot a. Here we take one more situation. Suppose this is vector a and vector b is perpendicular to a, and now we want to find a dot b. Because now in this case both vector a and b are perpendicular to each other, so it is very much clear that the component of vector b in the direction of a is 0 and component of vector a in the direction of b is 0. So if we fix one vector and try to find component of second vector in the direction of that fixed vector, so that is 0. So ultimately dot product would be 0. So we can say that the dot product of two vectors having angle 90 degree between them is always equal to 0. And this we can explain by this expression also, because a dot b is equal to ab cos of theta, and if theta is 90 degree, then cos 90 would be equal to 0, and overall a dot b would be equal to 0. So this was about dot product of two vectors. But here one question can arise. This is the way of finding dot product of two vectors when those two vectors are given in magnitude and angle form. Because here to find dot product we just need to know magnitude of those two vectors and angle between them. But this is not always the case. We may be given vectors in form of ax cap and ay cap. So how to find dot product of two vectors when vectors are given in ax cap and ay cap? For this we take same example. Suppose this is vector A and this is vector B and angle between them is theta. We assume this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and now we write vector A and vector B in the form of ax cap and ay cap. Vector A is purely in x direction, so we can write vector A is equal to magnitude of vector A, that is A, into ax cap. Now to write vector B, first we will take its direction cosines and then we will write this vector. Here its direction cosines would be cos of theta comma sine of theta. If you have any doubt in this, please follow previous lecture. Now we have found direction cosines, so vector would be B into cos of theta ax cap plus sine of theta ay cap. Now we have two vectors. Vector A is equal to A into ax cap plus 0 into ay cap, and vector B is equal to B into cos of theta ax cap plus B into sine of theta ay cap. Now we want to find A dot B, means dot product of vector A and vector B. Here always remember, if vectors are given in form of ax cap and ay cap, then just multiply coefficient of ax cap of vector A with coefficient of ax cap of vector B. For example, in this case, that would be A into B cos of theta. Now put plus sign and multiply coefficients of ay cap. But here, one of the coefficient is 0. That's why their multiplication would be equal to 0. And overall A dot B is equal to AB cos of theta. So it is very easy to find A dot B when vectors are given in form of ax cap and ay cap. For understanding purpose, we take one more example. Suppose vector A is equal to 4ax cap plus 3ay cap and vector B is equal to 10ax cap plus 11ay cap. So A dot B would be equal to 4 into 10 40 plus 3 into 11 33, and A dot B is equal to 40 plus 33, that is 73. Here we are observing one more thing. If we take A dot B, then answer is a scalar quantity. This is the characteristic of dot product. Means we can say dot product of two vectors is always a scalar quantity. So this was all about dot product of two vectors. Now we move to second type of multiplication that was possible if vectors are perpendicular to each other. And if vectors are not perpendicular to each other, then we have to take their components in such a way so that two vectors are perpendicular to each other. This type of multiplication of vector is known as cross product of two vectors. So finding the cross product of two vectors is also very simple. Suppose this is vector A and this is vector B, and now we want to find A cross B. Always remember, A dot B was shown by putting dot in between A and B, and A cross B is shown by putting cross sign in between A and B. Because we want to find A cross B, first we fix vector A. Now we come to vector B and we take component of vector B in the direction perpendicular to A, and this would be B sine of theta. Because this angle is theta, that's why component of B in the direction of A would be B cos of theta, and in the direction perpendicular to A would be B sine of theta. So now for cross product, we will multiply magnitude of vector A, that is A, into this effect which is perpendicular to A, and that is B sine of theta. So overall A cross B would be equal to A into B sine of theta, that is AB sine of theta. Now here one question can arise. What is the need of two type of products for vector? So its answer is, in physics we encounter mainly two types of problems. First one is linear motion problem, where object will move in a straight line, and second is rotational problem, where object will rotate about an axis. Generally in linear motion problem, dot product is used, and in rotational problems, cross product is used. Because in linear motion, maximum effect is observed when vectors are in same direction. For example, this is an object and I want to move this object in this direction. Now question is, in which direction should I apply the force? Because I want to move this object in this direction, so I have to apply the force in this same direction फॉर मैक्सिमम इफेक्ट। मीन्स अगर हमें मैक्सिमम इफेक्ट चाहिए है तो हमें फोर्स को उसी डायरेक्शन में अप्लाई करना चाहिए जिस डायरेक्शन में हम डिस्प्लेसमेंट चाहते हैं। सो इन दिस टाइप ऑफ केसेस वी यूज डॉट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू वेक्टर्स। नाउ इफ वी टेक सेकंड एग्जांपल ऑफ रोटेशनल मोशन, then suppose this is a rod which is fixed about an axis, and now I want to provide rotation to this rod. So for maximum effect I should apply a force which is perpendicular to this rod. If I apply force perpendicular to this rod, then maximum rotatory effect will come. So in these type of cases cross product is used. Suppose I apply a force in the direction of rod itself. So will this rod rotate? No. If we apply a force along this line, which is the line of rod, then this rod will never rotate. And same thing cross product also says. As cross product A cross B is equal to AB sine of theta. If theta is 0 degree or 180 degree, then cross product would be 0. So cross product will give maximum value when angle between vectors is 90 degree. So now it is very much clear why we use two type of products, that is dot product and cross product. Now we again come to our cross product, that is A cross B. As we said, A cross B is equal to AB sine of theta. But this is not exact expression for A cross B. As we know, cross product is always used where rotational problems are involved. And as we know, rotational motions always take place in a plane. This thing we should always take care. Linear motion always occur along a straight line and rotational motion always occur in a plane. And as we know, plane is a vector quantity. That's why cross product should also give a vector quantity. We define direction of a plane just with the help of a vector which is perpendicular to that plane. Same is done in case of cross product also. Suppose this is vector A and this is vector B. Now we want to find A cross B. So A cross B would be equal to AB sine of theta. Now we want to give direction to this product. Direction of this product would be perpendicular to the plane in which vector A and vector B are existing. Because a plane can have two normals on either side of the plane, therefore, to fix the normal, we use right hand thumb rule. Suppose this is vector A and this is vector B and we want to find A cross B. Because we want to find A cross B, that's why we will curl our finger of right hand from A to B. And in this way, the direction of thumb will give direction of cross product, that is A cross B. So in this case, direction of A cross B is out from the paper. Now suppose we want to find B cross A. For B cross A, we will curl the finger of right hand from B to A. On curling the finger from B to A, thumb is pointed into the paper. So direction of cross product has been changed. Therefore we can say that direction of A cross B and direction of B cross A are opposite to each other, and therefore A cross B is not equal to B cross A. However, magnitude wise A cross B is equal to B cross A, but direction wise they are opposite to each other. So now how to give final expression to A cross B? A cross B is equal to AB sine of theta, this is magnitude part, into में n cap. N cap represent it is a unit vector which is normal to the plane containing A and B. So if we want to find exact expression for A cross B, then we have to find this normal vector also. Suppose we take this simple case, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, this is vector A and this is vector B. Because this is x-axis and this is y-axis, so normal to this xy plane, z-axis will be there. So A cross B would be equal to AB sine of theta into AZ cap. Because if we rotate our finger from A to B, then our thumb will point in Z direction. But this is for simple case when vector A and vector B are in xy plane. But this is not always the case. Therefore, to get final cross product, first of all, we have to convert both vectors in terms of ax cap and ay cap. And how to convert in terms of ax cap and ay cap? This we already know. Now in cross product, it is very much clear that now 3D is involved. Till now we were solving all the problems in 2D only. Means we were using x-axis and y-axis. But now in cross product, third direction is also involved. So we will assume x-axis, y-axis and this is z-axis. If we curl our finger from x to y, then thumb would be in z direction. Now suppose two general vectors are given in form of ax cap and ay cap, and those vectors are in 2D only. Means they will contain ax cap and ay cap. Suppose vector A is equal to ax cap plus ay cap. Vector B is equal to bx ax cap, by ay cap. Here ax ay and bx by are the coefficients of ax cap and ay cap respectively. Now we want to find A cross B. So its method is, first of all, we make a matrix of 3 by 3. In first row, we write ax cap, ay cap and az cap. In second row, we write coefficients of vector A, and those coefficients are ax, ay and 0, because az cap coefficient is 0. Then in third row, we write coefficients of vector B. Those are bx, by and 0. Now this is a 3 by 3 matrix, and now we take determinant of this matrix. So for determinant, first of all we write ax cap. So this will give 0 minus 0. Minus ay cap. This will also give 0 minus 0. Plus az cap. This gives ax by minus bx ay. So this is the result for this determinant. This is also the result for A cross B. Means A cross B is equal to ax by minus bx ay az cap. This is most popular way to find A cross B. To find A cross B, first of all, convert vector A and vector B in terms of ax cap and ay cap. But sometimes we need only magnitude of A cross B. In that case, we can use A cross B is equal to AB sin theta also. Then we don't need to convert them in ax cap and ay cap and then find this kind of determinant. So friends, I hope dot product and cross product is very much clear to you. In the next lecture, we will start work, energy and power. Friends, we stop here. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. If you have any doubt, ask in comment section. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.